Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Every now and then, we would ask our followers on Instagram stories to pitch in and contribute their questions that they want to get answered about the custom apparel business. So in this segment of Ask Henry, I'm going to pick out some of those questions and answer them to hopefully give you some insight about my thoughts on the custom apparel industry. With all that said, let's jump into it. Alright you guys, for those of you that are new to this channel, my name is Henry Ma. I'm the CEO of Ricoma, and this channel is dedicated to helping you start or scale your custom apparel business and find success in this industry. If you enjoy content just like this, make sure to give this video a quick thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new content as soon as it comes out. Alright, so the first question that we have here from Instagram is, do you use glow-in-the-dark threads? First of all, yes, absolutely, you can use them with your embroidery machine. They're a specialty type of thread that can make your designs pop and can add a unique element to your design. With these bright, eye-catching threads, the larger design you have, the brighter it's going to be. For example, we did a Halloween-themed tote bag using glow-in-the-dark thread on our YouTube channel, and you can check out that tutorial in the card above or in the link below. So I do have a couple of tips that you want to keep in mind when you're using glow-in-the-dark thread. Glow-in-the-dark thread is more thin and brittle and therefore can break easily. So when running designs using glow-in-the-dark thread, you want to lower your embroidery thread tension so that they don't have as much thread break. Another thing to keep in mind when using glow-in-the-dark thread is to avoid using satin stitches. This is because your design or lettering can easily become loose with satin stitches and might not look as good when using glow-in-the-dark threads. If you're able to avoid using satin stitches in your design with glow-in-the-dark threads altogether, that would be the best option. But if you had to use satin stitches, try to keep them narrow and not as wide to prevent the glow-in-the-dark threads from being loose. The second question that someone asked, what brings in the most profit? Screen printing, iron-on, or embroidery? This is a great question and one that probably gets overlooked quite a bit because there's so many different types of apparel decoration methods out there, and it's natural to wonder which one of those makes the most profit. In the US, the craft industry alone is about $40 to $50 billion per year, and embroidery is by far the most profitable out of all those apparel decoration methods. This is because embroidery materials are relatively inexpensive compared to those of other apparel decoration methods, and therefore it's much easier for people to scale and get started in this business with embroidery. But that only talks about the cost side of things. Now, in terms of the revenue side and what you can charge with embroidery, embroidery also commands a little bit of a premium over other apparel decoration methods because embroidery allows your garments to have a much more finished and polished look, and most people consider it to be more professional and last longer. So you really get the best of both worlds with the embroidery supplies being relatively inexpensive so that you don't have to have as much input cost. You're able to charge more to your customers because of higher perceived value with embroidery. That's exactly why embroidery commands the highest profit margins and therefore is the most profitable apparel decoration method in the industry. By the way, if you're ever curious about how much money you can make with embroidery, we've actually made what's called a profit calculator, which I'll put in the card above and down in the link below, that you can check out and play around with some of the input numbers to see exactly how much you can charge for different items and what that will cost you to run a successful embroidery business. The next question here that we have is, when is the right time to scale from a home-based business to a storefront business? I would answer this question in several ways. First of all, it really depends on your circumstance. Having a storefront business is not a good fit for everyone. Of course, given the overhead costs, the rent, and other things that you need to buy for a retail space, the cost quickly adds up and might not be a good fit if you're just starting out. However, do note that a growing business does require more space, and if you're finding that the line between your office and your home is getting blurred, that might be an indication or sign that you need to move to a commercial space. And as your business scales even further, you might need to hire employees and get an office space to be able to fit them comfortably and work alongside you. But before you scale from a home-based business to one in a storefront, you just have to be mindful of all the costs that are associated with it and make sure that your business can support it or justify it. At the end of the day, I do believe that the apparel decoration industry is here to stay for a long, long time because people will always need clothes and apparel. I don't see that going away anytime soon. But if you need help making that decision to go with a home-based business or starting out from home, or when is it best to transition transition into a storefront or a commercial space, check out another episode that I did on this channel. I put that episode in the card above and in the link down below. All right, and the last question that we have that someone asked, why should I get a DTG printer? Depending on what your business goals are, a DTG printer might be a good fit either as a way to start your custom apparel business or to expand your existing offerings. First off, a DTG printer is great for these small on-demand types of orders without having to keep a lot of inventory in stock, and you can just print designs on the fly in small quantities. That's one of the major reasons why people go with the DTG printer is because of that flexibility. Second, with a DTG printing, it has a smoother finish and better quality than something like heat transfer vinyl. Also, the designs you print can be full color and much more vibrant than versus a screen printer. While screen printing can be pretty effective and efficient on a larger scale production run, it is not as flexible when printing full color designs with gradients and fine details, because every screen or every station you rotate the screen printer through, you are printing just one color. So it's not able to blend colors together and make these very nuanced gradients that a DTG machine could. By the way, if you're interested to check out a more in-depth comparison between two-step heat transfer and direct-to-garment printing, I have another video on this channel talking about that, and you can check it out in the card above and in the link below. Besides the flexibility and vibrancy that a DTG printer is able to offer you, DTG printed shirts can also last quite a long time in the wash cycle. Because DTG has a smoother finish versus something like heat transfer, the actual design is more infused with the fabric itself and lasts longer during wash cycles. Typically, a DTG printed shirt, if done properly, can last 40 to 50 washes in the wash cycle before seeing any peeling or crack, versus probably just about 20 to 30 washes for a heat transfer design. So with all that said, if you're interested to learn more about the two different DTG printers that we offer here, the Ricoh RI1000 or the Ricoh RI2000, make sure to check that out down in the link below so you can determine which one best suits your business. All right, that's it for us for today, guys. I hope you found all of that information helpful and that I was able to answer some of your burning questions that you guys asked on Instagram stories. If you didn't get your questions answered on this episode, make sure you chime in and contribute when we ask on Instagram stories the next time around for what questions you want to get answered. If you enjoyed content like this, make sure to smash that like button and give this video a quick thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with the latest videos as soon as they come out. Last but not least, follow us on all of our social channels down below. We're very active on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on TikTok for some entertaining content. If you haven't done so already, make sure to join our free Facebook group, Embroidery and Custom Apparel Mastery. I put the link down in the description below, where you can join over 30,000 embroiderers and apparel decorators and be a part of the community. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content and found it helpful, and see you guys next time.